A warm welcome, the Italian Dev here. In today's video I will show you how to easily create a token on the Solana blockchain in less than 7 minutes thanks to the thirdweb SDK. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go straight into the code. Let's start by creating a new folder, so make dear Solana token. We can now navigate inside this newly created folder. And let's now instantiate a new Node.js empty project. So npm init y. Before to open this project inside our editor of choice, let's install the package that we need to deploy our token on the Solana blockchain. As I said at the beginning, we are going to use the thirdweb SDK. So npm i at thirdweb-dev/SDK. Press enter and let's wait for this package to be installed. Now that everything is finally set up, let's open this project in our editor of choice. I'm gonna use Visual Studio Code, so for me it's code dot. At the root level of our project, we can now create a new file. Let's call it main.mjs. Now you may ask why mjs and not only js, because we are telling to our Node.js environment that this file will use ECMAScript module import. So at the top, let's import curly brackets thirdweb SDK. Be sure to add at the end Solana. So now we can instantiate a new SDK module. So const SDK is equal to thirdweb-SDK.from_private-key, and let's pass to this object the network. We are going to choose for the tutorial devnet. If you want to deploy this token to the mainnet, choose mainnet beta. For us it's fine devnet now, and then it needs the private key. Now you have few options to pass the private key here. Since we are in development mode, you can pass your private key as plain text, or you can use env variable. If you want to use env variable, just open the terminal, install the .env package, wait for this package to be installed, then again at root level of this project create a new file .env. Inside here define your env variable, so maybe you could call private_key equal and paste the private key, and then I will not save this because I'm not gonna use the env variable, and then here import at the top the config from the .env package, and then call the config method at the beginning of your file. I'm not gonna use, as I said, neither the plain text or env variable, because you usually store my secrets in a secrets manager service. This one is the service I use, Doppler. As you can see here, I have a playground workspace defined and the dev_Solana_token project. Inside here, I have my dev environment in which I define my private key, so my secret. Here is the key and here is the value. Now where to grab the private key? So open your Solana wallet, be sure to be under the devnet to have some test Solana inside your wallet, then click right here, security and privacy, export private key, insert your password, and so grab your private key. So we can now go back to our editor. Let me bring Doppler inside this project. So now I have my private key available, and so let's pass it like just process.env, and for me is private key. Remember, if you're gonna use the env variable, just be sure to press dot and then the name of your variable. So now that we have our SDK instantiated, we can now wait for our address to be returned from what? From await SDK.deploy and then create token, and here we can pass our token metadata. So symbol let's do the Italian dev, then name, the description, the Italian dev token, and then supply, initial supply, sorry, let's pass 1 million. We can now save, and so let's just console.log our token address and pass the address we receive from this method. So we can now run this script. You have just to type node main.mjs, since I'm using Doppler. For me it's Doppler run -- node main.js. Press enter and let's wait for this deployer to deploy our token program on the Solana DevNet chain. And everything will go fine. Here we will see the address of our token program. And so with just really few lines of code, we successfully deployed our token on the Solana DevNet. And if we open the Solana wallet, choosing the address we chose, so related to our private key, as you can see, we have the Italian dev here and you will have your token. So if you like this type of content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for staying with me. Bye bye, the Italian dev.